Hi there, I'm Charlene, founder of From Caterpillars to Butterflies.com and certified life coach. I work with women and men. I had a man send me an email over the weekend saying, why don't you help men? I do. I just talk to women, but I help men too. But I help women who want more out of their life. And I had a conversation with a woman, and we had scheduled time to touch base today to catch up, to move forward, to find out if she wanted to move forward in partnering with each other in my private intensive program. And I get an email from her canceling our follow-up appointment. And she said, my husband and I talked, and we decided to sit down and come up with a plan to help me accomplish my goals. And I was thinking, no, you're not. You and your husband are not going to sit down and start no plan to accomplish nothing. And I'm not saying that to be rude. I'm not saying that to insult her or to call her a liar. I'm just saying that to be real. You know, her husband knew about her dreams before I did. And that's the way that we fool ourselves sometimes into thinking that we're making progress, and we're not making progress. We're just going in circles. And what it really, really boils down to is that we value our money. We value paper more than we value creating transformation in our lives. We value our money more than we value starting our business. You know, she was saying that she is so unproductive and out of balance, and she had a lot of negative weight on her and a lot of expectations on her, and she chose her money over an opportunity to help her get productive and to find balance and peace and joy and to be able to set the appropriate boundaries so that she can live the life that she wants to live. She chose money over that, and she didn't make that decision consciously, but that's the decision that she made. And that's just unfortunate that we value money. We think that our money is like our virginity, that once it's gone, it will never come back. But that's not true. Your money always comes back. I'm an investor. I own a couple of rental properties, and a few years ago, I bought a house, and it went way over budget. I mean, it went way over budget. I was so stressed. My coworkers were like, Charlene, I've never seen you stressed before. They thought I was stressed about work. I was stressed about my money. So I totally get it. I totally understand the financial pressures that we're under. But what I've learned from that experience, because it was way over budget, I maxed out my credit cards. I emptied out my savings account. I took money out of my 401k because it just went that over budget. But what I learned, what I found to be true, is that money always comes back. You give money and you receive money. You spend money and you earn money. Like, that's the cycle. And so we don't have to hold on to everything for dear life. When there's an opportunity to change our lives, we can give our money, we can invest in our transformation, knowing and trusting life and God and ourselves to bring more money if we need to. That year that because it took like probably at least a year to get my money back together again. Life didn't crush, I wasn't like eating ramen noodles. Like, life went on. And sure enough, I paid my credit cards all the way off. Sure enough, my savings account went back up. Sure enough, my 401k increased again. And that's just the cycle of life. Like, your money will come back to you. But if you have an opportunity to change your life, you should be willing to temporarily part with your money for an opportunity to change your life. That's my personal opinion. You should be willing to temporarily part with your money if there's an opportunity that will change your life. That could be working with a coach. It could be going back to school. It could be joining a gym. It could be a kabillion things, but it's worth it. If something can change my life, it's totally worth it to me to invest in it. That's why I invest in real estate. My first house was scary. I had to go to the closing table, and I think I took $8,000 to closing. I had no idea what I was doing, but it was worth it. I went for it. I did it. And And why did I do it? Why did I take the risk? Because it had the opportunity to change my life, to change my wealth, my finances. And that to me is worth it. If you've listened to me for any amount of time, you may have heard me talk about mountains before. Mountains are synonymous with vision, because just like it takes something out of you to climb a mountain, it takes something out of you to accomplish your goals and your dreams. What I honestly believe to be true is that when you are climbing the mountain, that is your highest dreams and visions. And as you get to the top, you will look over into the distance and you will see that there are other bigger, better, more magical mountains that you can also climb. But if you stay on the ground, you will never see the other mountains. Robert Frost put it this way: way leads on to way. Dreams lead on to dreams. Visions lead on to visions. Standing still does not lead on to way. Circling the mountain, pretending like you're actually making progress, does not lead on to way. It doesn't lead on to your dreams. It doesn't lead on to your vision. Why would you do that to yourself? Why would you stand still? Why would you do that to your family? Somebody's counting on you. Why would you do that? The only way to get the best out of life, to get the most, to reach your highest potential, is for way to lead on to way. And we have to stop fooling ourselves and telling ourselves that we're going to magically be able to do something that we have not been able to do all year. It's September. We have to stop fooling ourselves to believe that we're going to magically have the habits and the mindset and the motives that we just haven't had all year. I talk to women sometimes and they're like, I haven't felt like myself in years, 6 years, 10 years. I have an email in my inbox right now from a woman who says that she has not dreamed in 19 years. 19 years is way too long to not dream, to not go for anything, to not feel like yourself. It's just way too long. And if some opportunity presents itself that could change that for you, it's worth it. It's worth it to me. I joined a really high-end, it's high-end to me. I joined a high-end coaching program earlier this year, and I had a coach last year. And the coach I have this year cost me 3 times as much as the coach I had last year. Okay, I thought she was expensive, and now I'm paying 3 times as much. And you know what? I was sitting there filling out my paperwork, and my leg was shaking. I mean, my leg was just shaking. I was so nervous. But I had prayed about it. I had meditated on it. I cried. So I was like, God, if this can change my life, I want to go for it. I want to go for it. Well, a lot of times we fear losing our money more than we fear losing our vision. We fear losing our money more than we fear losing our goals. And so we keep our money and we kid ourselves into thinking that we're going to accomplish our goals on our own. And another year goes by, another 2, another 6, another 19 years go by, and we still haven't made that progress. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that. Your money will come back to you. That is just the cycle of life. Give yourself a chance for once. Stop giving your bank account a chance to look good. Give yourself a chance to look and to feel good and to be good. Give yourself a chance. Wherever you find that opportunity, whatever event, seminar, coach, gym, book, whatever it is, when something presents itself that has the potential to change your life, value the potential, value the transformation more than you value the money that will, in due season, come back into your life. That's what I encourage you to do. That's the seed that I want to plant into you right now. The seed of faith in your vision. And I don't just mean a career vision or a financial vision or a money vision. Whatever the vision is for your life, have faith enough in it. Have more faith in your vision than in your money. That's how you change your life. That's how way leads on to way. Commit to doing that. And if you'd like to get started, if you'd like to discuss the potential of partnering with me, or you just want to get clarity on what that vision is for you, then I invite you to just send me an IM. Send me an IM and say, Charlene, let's chat. And we can get the ball rolling that way. But in any event, whatever you do, learn to have more faith in your vision than you have in your pocketbook. Because your pocketbook will lead you astray sometimes as well. I'll say this real quick. This year has been a crazy year for me financially. Other than that high-end coach, I went to Haiti last month, and it's crazy. The first meeting, the leader said to us, when you decided to go to Haiti, I'm pretty sure all sorts of stuff started happening for you in your life and in your finances. And I was thinking, no, not really. But then, like, when I think about it, it did. I needed new tires, I needed new brakes. My dog got sick twice. The first time it cost me $5 something. The second time it cost me $2 something. So my dog cost me $800 in the matter of like 2 months. One of my rental properties, one of the tenants had issues for like 4 months in a row. And these are like $500 issues, okay? Not like $50 issues. These are like $500 issues. It came to the point where I was afraid to answer the phone, okay? Like, stop calling me, dude. He called me today. And I was like, dang, what do you want? But luckily, he just wanted to let me know that he paid his rent because he was late. And one of my other houses, the roof needs to be repaired. $3,000. The AC in my house that I live in went out. And this is Houston, it's hot, okay? I had to get that fixed. It cost me $2,000. It has been an expensive 4 or 5 months for me. It really, really has. But I've learned not to sweat it. I've learned that the money will come back to me and I don't have to worry about it. And I could still live life to the fullest. I could still do what I want to do. I went to Tucson last month. I'm going to DC and next month. And so, you know, I could still just go for it and not worry about it. I've learned to trust that my money's coming back to me. I've learned to let it go when it wants to go, right? Like, I used to be a worrywart over money. I want to hold on to it for dear life. And anyone who knows me knows that I am frugal, okay? I want to hold on to my money for dear life. But I had to learn to let it go when it wants to go so that it will come when I want it to come. And really, the investments that you make in yourself are worth more than however many zeros in your bank account, okay? Like, invest in yourself. And again, if you want to talk about what that looks like with me coaching you privately, then send me a message. Say, Charlene, let's chat. I want to schedule some time with you to talk about it, and I would love to talk with you about that. But regardless, what I want to leave you with, have more faith in your vision, have more faith in your transformation, have more faith in your goals than you have in your money. And I guarantee you, life will go far for you.